Hello, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling amazing. Hope you're feeling vibrant. Um, I wanted to do a pick a card, but not really pick a card, kind of like pick an object because I had certain energies that I was feeling for different collectives. And so I just have objects. I put them in the picture and they're also kind of written in the description, but I'll show you them here as well. Um, and I was just saying, and I was just like, oh, because what I before I even get into it, thank you, Swift, because I'm already getting the messages and the downloads. But the first object that we have is rolling paper. If you don't know what a rolling paper is, I'll just explain it. It's rolling weed. Some people roll tobacco in there. Some people roll their own cigarettes in there. It's a rolling paper. Okay, you smoke with it. Told me to grab a coupon. Coupon to my favorite fucking place. We got on Stockholm, and I was like, okay, got it. Then they told me to grab pills. At first, I was grabbing and said, y'all ain't gonna get on my list. So I grabbed just regular pills. And they each have their own channeled message through and with it. So if you click on that, you'll get the meaning of why I chose each one. If you chose all three, you'll get the message for all three. Um, but with that being said, cultivated and created, I know y'all look us over here. Let's go ahead and get started because why delay ourselves if we're not going to what? Deny ourselves, okay? Let's go ahead and get started with pile number 133. So, pile number 1, the reason why you guys got yours is because the channel message I was getting, I was like, rolling papers, because what I usually do, or sometimes do every now and again, is I'll write on my rolling paper. So that way I'm inhaling and or exhaling what's on the paper, but it's like breath work, manifestation work, or ritual work, or spell work, whatever it is. It's air work, essentially. And so I write on it. It doesn't last until it's almost like it activates with the written and it ignites with my breath, not with the fire. It ignites with my breath, breathing life into it, dispersing it as it's going away. It's coming inside and going outside. You get what I'm saying? But for you guys to get the rolling paper and that message of the inscription, thank you, Spirit, is this recognition that they want you to start realizing your words are an inscription in your life. They're a prophecy over your life. They're words, cultivations, and creations. They're spells. They're, you know? And that's why when I lead people and I say, not lead people, well, shit, it is what it is. It is. I ain't gonna got it. But when I tell people and I say, um, toxic positivity is not looking at what's currently happening in order to get to where you want to, you're what you want or what you can possess or what you're worthy of. Toxic positivity is that energy of being like, oh, no, everything's fine, everything's good, and it's gonna get better. When everything isn't fine and everything isn't good, that's why you want it to get better. So it's you realizing with this inscription that what I write on here, love, patience, peace, prosperity, and this also not just ties in with the paper, but it's paper period. Journaling, writing, recording your voice. If you're an artist, recording your music, even if you're not going to put it out. If you're a storyteller, writing those weird stories that you feel like won't make. It's just getting your ideas out. This air energy, this paper energy, getting it out and allowing yourself to be the breath of life. That is the compass of what you navigate yourself on, of how you maneuver yourself. That's why affirmations are so powerful because it's changing the way that your brain is going to automatically think. And even if sometimes every now and again you get a slip of the thought, or an old thought coming in, it's immediately booted with that. No, with this. It's like now you're kicking that out. Now you're standing present in the moment of being like, no, this is the true fire inside. This is the true love. No, yeah, this is what happened. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going on. This is how it's moving. So it allows you that revelation of truth to realize I'm writing this on a paper for a reason, but I'm breathing life into a force of change. So you are either realizing or going to start realizing that your words have power, your energy has power. What you write down, how you speak about your life, how you think about your life has power. It has power over the decisions that you do or don't make. Because if you're always questioning, maybe I shouldn't wear that, maybe I shouldn't wear that. If you wear that and you've been questioning time, I don't know if you're going to be uncomfortable, fidgeting, moving. Do they see me the way that I don't want to be seen? Instead of when you're like, I'm going to wear that, I'm going to rock that, I'm going to look good, I don't care what anybody else thinks. It's a different energy. So even if you feel uncomfortable, it's like, you know what? I know other people may look at me a certain term, but who cares? I feel good. And it's coming from within. Like I said, the breath of life that you're breathing into those things, allowing those thoughts out, allowing that energy out. And that allows a true place for your true self to live, your true energy to live. And so it is really changing your for some victim mindset that you have, your scarcity mindset that you could possibly have, because you have so much going on in here that you feel like you're limited in your actions because of this space that all your thoughts, your worries, your doubts, your fears, your confusion, all this is happening. Your plans, your goals, and I meet it yet. I also have to stick to routines. It reminds me of the song by Doechii Bloom, where she's talking to, I believe, her mom in the beginning. And she's like, I have to make time for my friends, and I have to make sure I make music, and I got to live about my dreams, and I have to do all this, and I have to do. She was like, her mom was like, no, like, we all only got 24 hours in a day. You can't do everything. And so when you start realizing that your brain is trying to fill a capacity of a lifetime in your present moment, it doesn't allow you to truly be present and live out how you need to truly live out how you truly need to be, while taking a look at what's going on and seeing what you can apply to it by not limiting yourself. I hope this isn't making sense, because it'll make sense, or how it needs to make sense, because I say so. Something with dreams can be very significant, because that was something happened in my dreams. So take a look into that as well. Things around food or eating in your dreams, a lot to do with your voice and throat too as well. So this throat chakra energy, this crown chakra energy is coming up very heavy, very strong for you here, for recognizing that. So it's something to do with possibly eating in your dreams, or something around your mouth in your dreams. You could be itching, your teeth could be falling out, or it's something in regards to your mouth in your dreams or in visions that you're having. Or possibly I'm hearing flashbacks, but it's something to do around or with your mouth that makes you almost hesitant to feel like maybe your words are power. And I always like to say, of course, words are power. If you feel like you're speaking in real life in this way, this always happens to me. This always goes this way. Anytime that's continuous spell work, that's continuous crafting in your life, and that's continuous invocation in your life, and allowing that to be what you are recognizing. And if you are recognizing that, your body's recognizing that, your mind's recognizing that, it's going to create a pattern that it can live in, and that becomes the routine. So when you start shifting it and moving it in a way that allows yourself to break out of that mindset, break out of that mode, it's like, let me go ahead and roll me up something real nice, something real common. Write on it and inscript it. That's how I'm going to live out my life. That's how I'm going to allow things to be. That's how I'm going to focus my mindset from here on out. So a lot to do with your mental and mindset of that makeup, okay? Am I feeling any cards? Are we feeling any cards? Yeah. Let's get some cards for you here. But yeah, your words have power. Your voice has power. You have no control over what other people will say or think about you. You have to recognize that you can only control it. Say what you think about yourself, and or why you think that way. Question it if you need to. If you feel like, hold on. Okay, we're done. No. Wow. I was wrong. I love being wrong in the spirit sometimes. I love being corrected. You also have to get comfortable with love being corrected. You don't know everything. You don't understand everything, and that's okay. Let's get into this here. The reason why I was saying that is because look what fell out. I was like, oh, those kind of came out. Then they dentist. oral health. What did I say? Something about your mouth, something possibly in the past with something to do around this oral energy and that purple with that crown chakra. Something is happening with the way that you are changing. I love to say what you think is what you speak is what you become, what you become is what you are. And so if you're thinking in this sort of way, again, you're going to act in this sort of way. If I'm thinking if I walk out of my house and possibly this is going to happen, I'm going to always move in this type of way, expecting that to happen. Ashe? We have revenge or avenge me coming in here with controlling. I'm hearing some of you possibly could have grew up in a controlling environment. And so it's almost like avenging your younger self, by getting revenge on others by just living your life, by doing, I'm hearing by doing the things at the family function that they like. You know they're going to talk about later, but you don't really care. But you're getting out of this energy of feeling like things have to be controlled, or you have to be controlled, or just being in this controlled environment. But you're recognizing also with your mindset of, like I said, what you do have control over. You do have control over if you're going to allow that thought to just sit and just ponder on it and just soak in it, or you're just going to be like, why did this thought come? Or is this not really real? Or is this, should I affirm this thought? Should I allow this to be a confirmation for what's truly real? Meditation is having a conversation with yourself. So getting back into meditation as well, allowing yourself to recognize that in all its potential ways and what it can mean for you. Sorry, I had to make some space. We have, oh yes, I do declare. A word of decree, a sound of decree, bestowing this, knowing this upon yourself. Again, your words, your energy has power. What you have written down has power. What you are speaking, singing, you are divine. Singing, again, that voice. What you are creating and cultivating is shifting and molding and activating in your life. Always like to say, would you rather be stuck on an island with no knowledge on how to survive and possibly get off the island? Or would you rather be stuck there with no knowledge? Or would you rather be stuck there with no knowledge and not even want to get the knowledge? Because that's a different story. So you have to recognize your divineness, the depth of who you are, your cultivation, your creation, your longevity of what that means, the lasting power that you have. So take stepping forth into that. You got a lot of cards. Let's get into this. Dreamer and seer, again, take a look into your dreams. Recognize that they are speaking to you for a reason. They are speaking with you, communicating with you for a reason. Also, that meditation, getting downloads, recognizing that we have time. Again, this flashback, this going back, this avenge me. So again, past self, it can be ancestors, younger self, but this going back in time and rearranging the seed of when that thought was planted, the seed of when that mindset, that energy was cultivated, because that is currently what you're inhaling, and they want you to inhale something different. We have Pinterest, right? Creating a Pinterest board, creating a Pinterest mindset, creating a Pinterest lifestyle, living in a way that feels so good to your memory that it feels photographic. Okay? M, music, memory, mouth, murmuring, musician, musician, magician. I think I said that. But magic. Can you feel it? Can you recognize it? We have silent crying coming in here. You have to take notice and heed to a lot of things. And you got to start crying out loud. That all of that sound, that noise that you and your body is making is for a reason. You have to listen to it. We have groundness, concentration, depth, being rooted in something more, being rooted in something different, or cleaning up the roots. It's almost like when you go to a grave site. So a grave, somebody's death can be significant as well. When you go to a grave site and you just clean up the grave around it, give the flowers, give the fruit, things of that sort, and just be replenishing something that you feel like is possibly not there. Again, going back to that ancestor, that lineage, that past. My protection is shown by my happiness. I posted a short here a while back. You won't even realize the bullshit that's going on when you're happily living your life. people could possibly have you involved in a million different dramas and you won't even know because you're living your life and they're trying to live yours. Your protection is shown by your happiness. Your protection is shown by your resilience. Your protection is shown by your testimony. Your protection is shown by your confidence and how you speak and how you move. Your protection is shown about how you think, how you operate, and how you just perceive and unconceive the deception and deceiving of people's intuition. Somebody's intuition got me twisted and tongue tied. We got all stain, and I prayed and manifested for this very moment. What you are looking for, what you are gathering, what you are creating, how your words are moving and seeping into your life is like an oil stain. Quite hard to remove if you can remove it at all. But you prayed and manifested for times like this. You spoke this. That's why I also don't like those things. You're like, you can't manifest when you got depression, baby. I had depression to the point where I was trying to take myself up out of here, and Spirit still gave me blessings. Spirit still showed up and showed out for me. Spirit still protected me. Spirit still led and guided me. Spirit still comforted me. Spirit still gave me grace and peace, because that's who I am and that's what I'm deserving of, not because of the current situation that I'm going through. Not because my house is a mess. I am the first vessel. I am the first home. I am going to reap the rewards. Ashe. That's for somebody. Because I'll be damned if somebody say that and people going through it in this world and it's like you can't get what you deserve. No, you can get the fuck you deserve. We see what people getting and they don't deserve it. Ashe. We have Let's Party. Again, enjoying your life. It's like this week that we're trying to pocket watch. How you going to see a movie after you couldn't pay your rent, bitch? $12.50 and a thing of popcorn is not going to add to the $2,000. Okay, let's go party. Let's go have fun. Let's go enjoy life. Let's live in the present moment, because I got a lot of thoughts in my head and they need to get out. Dancing, moving, music is really coming out strong. I got the job or started my business. Breathing life into yourself, having life breathed back into you. Thank you, Spirit. And that means that people are also seeing you, whether that's a new job, a new career, the business. It is this support that is coming in. The way that, if y'all notice, in the way that my speech is getting more rapid, it's getting more sped up. It's like I'm understanding and I'm standing even more in what I'm saying. And that's you controlling what you are doing. Not mincing your words, not trying to add on sugar. No. My words are tasting exactly how they need to be tasted. And if you cannot consume it, it wasn't supposed to be in your palate in the first place. And that's sick. And so even with the way I'm moving, it's like, oh, I'm realizing, it's like, you're right. Absolutely. I put this taboo with myself. I put this, no. I'm moving in the way they recognize and I'm putting that. Did you mean that? Again, with that question, like I said, some type of weird energy. I can't even remember what I was talking about with that weird energy, but some with that weird energy I was talking about earlier with that deception of intuition. Because did you mean that it's kind of, yeah. And that's right on top of my protection is shown with the magic, yeah. So take that in heed where you need to heed it at. We have new friend, new vibe, new energy, new resource. You might have seen them in a dream because they're on top of Dreer and Seer, as well as M. So it could be Monica, Mario, Martin, Melissa, Matthew, Mike, Michaela, Moonful. I don't know. No matter what you look like, no matter what you wear. Like I said, what did I say? No matter what you're going through. I don't like people say, you can't do this, you can't do that, and we're going through this, and that. What do you mean? What do you mean? No matter what you look like, no matter what you wear, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're experiencing, what do you mean all of a sudden that connection is gone? All of a sudden it's not there. You mean the relationship that I built, they can't see what I'm experiencing and why I'm experiencing? They don't understand I'm having a human experience? You telling me my spirit guides, my ancestors, they not going to understand that because what? Bitch, I'm going through it. That's who knows I'm going through. That's why they're gonna bless you. That's why they're gonna make sure I'm taken care of. What the fuck you mean? Then I'll get to my house when I need to. Then I'll put on the cute clothes when I need to. But I have to change up here to have that faith, to have that knowing, to know that that's gonna happen in the first place. And baby, they're working on that. So sorry if it don't look a certain way and it's not moving in a certain way. That's not how my manifestation and energy works. It's quite small-minded of you to think that that's the only way that I'm going to get blessed. Woo! Y'all coming in. I want it all back. What did I say? Revenge and avengement. That's what is right on top of that control. If you are getting your voice back, your energy back, your power back, you are recognizing, what you are worthy of. And not because of what people do or don't do is not limiting your capacity because of what people do or don't say. You're recognizing your worth and you're operating off of that. I'm present. I'm present here and listening. Please tell me. What did I say? You're living in the present moment in your voice. I'm present here and listening. Please tell me. Use your fucking voice. Use your fucking voice. Use your fucking voice. It is meant to be heard. Whether you're crying, whether you're laughing, it is meant to be heard. Because either way, baby, it's yours. It's present. So like that, when you rolling that shit up, when you rolling up them thoughts, when you rolling out them prayers, when you smoking and lighting it in your life, don't let people be surprised at what the fuck exhale. But that's me, your reading. Pile number 1, I love you guys. Love yourselves more. And until next time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. All right. Pile number 2, how are you? Hope that you are well and swell. Okay. Ooh, baby, honey child. Get that together. You guys chose the coupon. Now, this is about abundance. This is about wealth. This is about getting more than what you paid for. This is literally a buy one, get one free. You're getting more than what you paid for. It might be a few extra steps because you got to go through the site to get it. It might be a few extra steps because you got to go this way, but it's not extra steps if it's going to be divinely yours and divinely blessed. So what may seem others like extra step, but it's like, I just got to go through your site. That's it. And the site's right there, or I can scan the code. It's easy. But somebody's like, the site, I'd rather just go here. And it ain't for them. And so this is letting me know that this has been divinely crafted for you. This abundance, this wealth, this... And I always like to move in a way of like opportunities for the wealth to continue. Right? So you are moving in a way for the wealth to continue where you're getting one thing. So it's like, say, hold on, excuse me, sorry. Oh God, that's good. So let's say you get a camera, right? Whether that's to do photography, whether that's to record stuff, whether that's whatever it is, you get the camera for that one purpose. That's what you're buying it for. But now it's opening up different avenues, different assets for you to do more. Hey, like, I heard you had a camera. Do you mind doing a shoot? And now you got an opportunity over here. And you were just getting it for yourself for whatever you wanted to do. Hey, do you mind recording this? I heard you good at editing it. And now it's more avenues to what you know in the knowledge of just buying that camera. Because it's like, you can edit with this and you can use it. Dollar. You see what I'm saying? You're buying one thing or you're getting one thing or you're investing in one thing, whatever it is, and it's leading up into more. Why is this coming through? Y'all know better than that. So with that understanding, it's like you're getting one thing, and to others it may seem like it's like you could have just did this, and it's like, yeah, but if I do that, then I would be restricted. And you want to do things, create things, cultivate things on your own terms, on your own standing with yourself. And so you're like, no. So you're like, I don't mind investing in this because I know whatever the outcome is going to be better than expected because I invested in it. I put my best foot forward. Okay. So it's leading to whatever you have invested in. Whether that was getting a calendar and sending out all your dates for the year. Now your energy and your body is a lot more calm. And that investment of your energy and body mean a lot more calm. When it's time to make those deals and those things, it's a lot more settled because it knows what the year ahead is. And it can expect for more because it knows what dates to fill in and what dates to add on. You know what I'm saying? It's like those simple things that you set up for yourself. It's like pulling out your clothes the first day before school. You know what I'm saying? You like, I know I'm gonna look good. Like, I got on my best fit, I'm gonna put that with that. And now the excitement of being there, it's like no matter what. Maybe I don't know these people, maybe I do know people. But I know I'm gonna come back different. I know I had some time away. I know what I invested in myself over the term, and you may think I'm the same, but I'm different. I'm more than what you expected. And so that is what the abundance, the harvest is. The reaping of that is. The betting on yourself is. Allowing that to be the acknowledgement of your energy is. And so when you're taking that into account, you're allowing that to be a fruition into your life. I'm saying that word in the wrong manner, but baby, what the fuck is English? But just mission shit together. So here we are. But you're allowing that to be the abundance. So you're like, okay, that's fine. It reminds me of this creator. I follow them on Twitter, and I wish I remembered their name, but they create the dopest, and I mean the dopest photo shoot sets for themselves. And they always say, not always, but in a lot of the posts, like I wanted to do this, so I just created it. So I wanted to be a fishing, fishbowl, and so I created it. And they'll do, and you just see the process, and it pushes an outreach of other people's inspiration and creativity and their own. And so it allows a longevity for them to see what they're always able and capable to do, but what it inspires them to do more of. And the avenues that leads up to. Now they're doing photo covers for people's albums and setting up for photo shoots for rollout. Really, like, it's leading to more avenues, and it just started from them and their desire of creativity for that. And so I feel like you're maybe a little bit scared to be like, should I step out on this means of abundance? Should I, excuse me, ooh, step out on this means of abundance, step out on this means of desire, of my own wishes, of my own fulfillment, of my own dreams and goals, of what I truly have for myself. And so it is like, yes, because that's what's going to lead to abundance. When you ever hear somebody that's passionate about something, no matter what the fuck they're passionate about, no matter what the fuck they're passionate about, when you hear somebody talk in a way that is passionate, that is invested, that they have took the time and paid attention to, that they feel enamored by almost. It shows up in a way that they're able to, it's almost charismatic in the way that they speak about it. And so that's how your energy is, your essence is for these opportunities, for this abundance, is very charismatic. Because you're walking and moving in your element. And even like I said, with like the camera thing, where it's like you have to learn how to edit for that camera to set it up to download it, but it allows you to know different systems, different coding, and now that leads to different, you get what I'm saying? So it's always a way to bless yourself with the abundance when you're leading with creativity. When you're leading with an inspiration to always feed the desire for more for yourself, for expansion for self, for growth in self. So it's like, I'm not going to limit myself because of this, because I'm always going to be intentional with this and have care about this. Are we feeling any card, Spirit? I'm not feeling any cards for you. Not from any energies. Yeah. So that is honestly what it is. Invest in whatever you need to invest in. If you need more than that, you need to converse with yourself, because what do you feel like you can truly be invested in? What is something that is prominent in your heart, in your energy? Because that's where the abundance comes in. That's where the award comes in. That's where you're getting more than what you paid for. When you're getting more than what you put the time in for. And I'm using that because that is still energy, that is still intention, that is still time, that is still money, that is still care. But it outweighs all that. Those nights where I'm waking up and Spirit is not letting me sleep because I'm getting those channel messages, the blessings, the protection, the all around that I get is triple fold that than just a quick little 30 minutes. of them just being like, hey, because baby, if they never sleep, that means they constantly able to see what the fuck they need to see, and I need to be aware. So you are aware of what you need to do, whether that's writing the book, that's dancing, that's going out of the country, that's going to that college, that's the program, the dance. It's whatever your passion that you have to be invested, even if you're starting small. You still have to show yourself that you are worthy, and that is what is going to follow. Buy one, get one, baby, and they make some really good food. Okay, some really good food. So that's a sign. Real good shit's happening. Real good nourishment. Eat it up. Food abundance. Cause I'm thumbing through this motherfucking dough like it's good for. I love me some motherfucking Megan. But that has been your reading. I love you guys. Love yourself so much more. I'm really not feeling no cards. Yeah, they really just want you to just put that pen to paper. Okay. I love you. Love yourselves more. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until motherfucking next time. Wow, pile number 3. I hope that you are doing well. Hope that you are feeling amazing. Hope that you are getting the energy that you need and rest that you need and time that you need. Y'all know what I'm going to do. If you don't know, you're finna get introduced. Now, this is for like the OG. It's good to just have friends. Not everybody is there to fuck. Not everybody is there to turn from friends to lovers. Not everybody is there to be your mother or father figure and become that emotional connection. To be hurt is not to seek out a quick fix to the hurt. It's not to seek out an external force of healing for that hurt, or a meaning as to why, or a cycle as to try to fix what you were originally hurt with, or from, or by. I didn't have a good relationship with my mother. So I thought if I was able to love people in the way that I wanted my mother to love me, that would entail allow me to heal a mother wound that could not be fixed by me doing that. And I feel like that's what you're possibly doing, whether that is romantically, whether that is platonically, whether that is familiarly, but it's you are blurring the line so much because you're trying to heal one thing by enacting or intertwining it with others. And I have nothing wrong with friends to lovers, but with this energy the spirit is giving is like again you are blurring the lines. I have nothing wrong with you know, people being able to find nurturing, strong parental energy in you, but not you being the sole force and accumulation of that for someone, or making someone that to you, or you, as we probably say, how the hell you gonna love somebody else if you don't love yourself? And it's I've been there. That's why I'm mentioning myself first and what I experienced. I did not for a long time know what true love to self was because I was still trying to get that external love from other people. And so I was loving them like I thought my mom should have loved me, cared for me, been there for me, along my own mix of me trying to heal my mom as she was and doing whatever she was doing. It was weird. It was intertwined to the point where I was known for a very long time as a mom friend, very much maternal. Still am. Cancer energy. But very much like, but I was moving and operating in that way. And those were quick fixes because when they accepted me in a way that I was not accepted or loved my mom, I was like, oh, yeah, this is good. But it was not in a way that was genuine or authentic. Because I wasn't always doing it in a way that was genuine, authentic, or I was trying to do it in a way that's healing, and so that could possibly lead to disappointment or receding backwards, or not allowing yourself to be fully open upward. It's a lot of things, and this is just personal experience, but also spiritual experience of speaking. So with this pill, not everyone is going to do that. Not everyone is here for that, and not everyone is even supposed to do that. And I feel like you have been using other people's doing and not doing as a means of not truly dealing with what you need to deal with inside. And so you're using certain things, such as like pills or whatever, to numb self or to. It's like still using a crutch when you don't need one. Or not questioning why you needed the crutch in the first place and going back to the root of why you needed the crutch. And instead, you're hoping people are going to keep handing you crutches and healing you. And the cards that they have me, and it was almost like a silent reading. And typically, when I also do silent readings, it's because spirit just really just wants to come in and just really like speak. They always speak. They're always welcome. Y'all know that. Yeah, I talk my ear off, and I love it though. But we got the In the Shadows and the Hidden Truth Oracle. I mixed the cards together. And you only have one hidden truth. The rest is in the shadows. So a lot of it is inside of yourself and what you're not allowing yourself to recognize and take accountability for. People forget that shadow work is, yes, realizing a lot of things, but it's also accountability. And when you take accountability, it allows you to address a lot of things. Accountability is like a rock in your shoe. Either you're going to notice the rock and take accountability and get that shit out, or you're just going to be like, well, whoever folded up my socks with the rock in the shoe, and now I just have to deal with the rock in my shoe, and I always have, and there's a rock in my shoe, there's a rock in my shoe. And somebody else, and you're waiting on somebody else to come take the rock out of your shoe. So instead of that, you just say, I'll just wear more socks. I'll just stay in this friend group, even though, we don't really communicate with each other. We don't really do this or do that. But I'll just, it's a friend group. I didn't have friends growing up, or and have good ones. At least these ones, we do this and this. And I was even just talking. I tell people. I told my mom this one's too hilarious. I literally said, in my family when I had a dream about it, I said, don't swap one form of abuse for another. Because just because somebody isn't hitting on you or talking down on you doesn't mean that they're still not being abusive or have abusive tendencies or are in a controlling energy. And so it's like, don't be like, oh, this isn't happening, but not recognizing what is happening. And I feel like you have to recognize some not in no physical abuse. No, I'm saying thank you, Spirit, because we don't condone that. We don't victim blame over here. What I'm saying is, with this recognition, don't use elements, don't use excuses, don't use distractions, don't use outside forces to heal. Because even when I was given signs in my emotionally abusive relationship, that was very controlling and restricting and just made me just feel less than. I was like, I asked some people, like, you sure that's how? But what about the I'm like, I know. Like, but I get it. At least they're not this. At least they're there. And I wasn't expecting. It's like, so don't swap. And that's why I always want to say not in a way of shaming or victim blaming because, baby, if I ain't experienced it, I'm way too empathetic to not say it in a loving way. I just want you to recognize it because with this, the first two cards that came out is I've been struggling and I hope you're happy. And someone's like you feel like you lost a remedy. So this can be a person, like I said, for some of you, the energy that I'm pulling up is it was a friend's lover situation that the other person wasn't really invested in being lovers in, but that's the direction you wanted to take it because the way that they treated you was in a way that a lover never had. And in the friend situation, for some, you're staying in this because you feel like you have a sense of community and camaraderie because you have similar interests or things to talk about. But in exchange, there's a disconnect for you being able to be authentically yourself, and it's only those things keeping you together. For some, in a romantic sense, it's being like, okay, will I ever be able to experience this love? Is there more? I know I heard so many things and stories, but it's like the more time you're invested in questioning a relationship that you're questioning and not actually working on, or that you won't be able to work on, you can be spending, investing in working on leaving, on healing self, on working through self. And if you need to leave in the dead of the night, like my mom had to do with us, do what you need to do. And because I know it can be hard. And if you get what the fuck I'm saying, you get what the fuck I'm saying. If you don't, it ain't your motherfucking business. So, that's what I'm saying. You have been struggling. And that hope for wanting somebody else to be happy with this in the shadows card energy and that you've been struggling is you hoping that you can actually be happy without the crutch, without the distraction, without the excuse, without the diagnosis, and just a prescription. And so with this energy and it feeling this way and this being in the shadows, you have to sometimes, it's kind of like sometimes when I'm telling stories, people be like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, oh, I mean, yeah, it's bad. They be like, no, that's like, sorry. Like, and I'm really having to stop and like, damn, I have really experienced and been through some things. And so with this energy, we wanted to outpour that to other people sometimes allow that to help heal you and be like, no, I really did struggle. I really did go through something. I really was experiencing things. I really had to um, get that change, get that alternate, and leave, and or allow this person to leave, because I have been medicating for so long, and I don't even know what I'm medicating anymore or why I'm medicating. More in the shadow cards you have. I love myself enough to walk away. You're so easy to see through. I fear that you will reject me. And the person that you're walking away from is not the people that you choose outside of yourself, it is yourself. And sometimes you don't like the way that you see yourself. That's why I said you're so easy to see through. I fear that you will reject me because sometimes you don't like how it's like you snap back in like, damn, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I dealing with this? Why, or you have those moments where it's like, this is what I could be having, I'm not getting it, but like, I don't, like I said, it's like this excuse or this distractors. And it's like when you are sometimes looking at yourself in the mirror, the reflection, or when your future self or higher self, whatever you want to call it, when you're looking, it's like you're saying, I love myself enough to walk away from the part of me that's judging me, and not realizing that your future self, your higher self, is not judging you, it's trying to beckon you. And sometimes it's like people say your happiness can trigger people's demons. I feel like you're triggering your own shadow work, your own demons by your own light. So you could have some Scorpio placements in there, some Aquarius placements, some Leo placements, some Libra placements, some Virgo placements, some Sag placements, some Gemini placements. Thank you, Spirit. And I feel like I said, it's like you're really just looking at yourself. And so when you're noticing that and you're seeing that, you fear that your future self, your higher self, is rejecting your present self. Or you feel that it will reject you for where you are right now, or how long you dealt with this situation, or whatever it is. But it's like, no, that's why no matter where you look or turn, they're always there. It's not because they're judging, because they're there present with you. And they're loving on you, they're comforting you, they're nurturing you. And so with this, you're so easy to see through, you cannot lie to yourself. No matter how convincing you think you are, you cannot lie to yourself. Happy to break it to you. Happy to enlighten. But you cannot. So with this realization, sometimes you feel like you're loving yourself enough to walk away, but that's just a little bit of ego, especially with this being in the shadows. That's just ego. You have to love yourself enough to see yourself and where you are, and possibly what you are allowing to hurt you, or what is hurting you, or what you can get what I'm saying, to allow yourself to then encounter what next steps need to be taken. With this energy, this is kind of how you get around people, and that's why you blur the lines. This is where also the only hidden truth card came in as well. We have, I couldn't let you get close to me. That's the hidden truth. And it's that reason that I said, where it's you trying to heal a part of yourself externally, or work on a part of yourself externally, or repeat a cycle to fix an old cycle externally. And so it's like, I couldn't let you get close to me because I'm still trying to heal an old part of myself in the present self. And so it's this possible confliction and confusion, because we also have, I couldn't tell you face to face, and I'm sorry. You possibly have hurt some people along the way, possibly have crossed some boundaries. You possibly has also hurt yourself along the way. I also feel like that's, again, this conversation with yourself. We're very sorry that you couldn't get to know yourself. Some people really live their whole lives not knowing themselves at all. And they're only knowing the outer shell. Ooh. They're only knowing the outer shell that has been affected and then reflected of society. But with this, I couldn't let you get close to me. I couldn't tell you face to face. I'm sorry, it's because I can't even look at myself, i.e., what you're saying, I see right through me. I can't even see myself face to face. So I'm sorry that you didn't get the full me, but I couldn't let you get that close to me. I'm not even that close to me yet. And so, with this coming in, it's this realization where it takes time, and you're going to have to give yourself that grace and realize that your future self is not looking at your present self or your past self with shame, with judging, with attitude, and in some cases, not even remorse, because they know where you were in your mindset, possibly in your environment, in your knowledge. Because you have to realize when you're looking back, or even when you're in that present moment, trying to look forward, right now, you just have that. So breathe. The sun is going down and up and down, and the clouds is passing. So that's what's happening. But like the sun passes, the sun will come back out. The clouds just move. I pretend that I don't care. When things start really hitting you in the shadows and your light starts to seep through, you can't scatter. And it's coming up, and it's coming strong, and it's coming to heal you in the proper way. Also, with your channel message, I couldn't even get it out as y'all saw. I was just quiet. I have like pickled ginger in there, kind of pickled ginger, but anyway, it's just a good flu thing. And I immediately thought of that when I said grab the pills, because, sorry, not ginger, garlic. And garlic is something that's from the earth. It's going to be long lasting to fight and heal a lot more things, such as ginger as well too. So that can be a sign where they want you to go towards more natural things. So it could be actual things such as that, or it could be telling the truth. It could be pausing for a moment. It could be reflecting, but those are all natural things. So with this, I pretend to not care that's unnatural, because you do care. I'm not saying, you get what I'm saying, not trying to lead with shame, trying to lead with awareness. You have to know what the hell spirit is saying in order to correct what's going on with the spirit. Ashe. I know we have a soul connection. I never used to look at you in that way. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with friends to lovers, but in this way, somebody made a good point. I don't remember who it was. They was like, I don't think about soulmates, because if you got a soul, anybody can be your soulmate. Everybody got a soul. Everybody got a soul. Anybody can be your soulmate. And I was like, damn, I gotta hate with that. um, so with this, I have a soul connection. I never used to look at you in that way. It's, again, be careful of where you feel like your soul is being seen without you having to speak, and not confusing it or conflicting it. Because your soul is supposed to do that with romantic relationships, with platonic relationships, with familiar relationships, with your career, with your environment. It's supposed to do that. Your soul's supposed to resonate on the frequency that it vibrates on. So with this, I know we have a soul connection. I never used to look at you in that way. How are you looking at them if you can't even look at yourself? How are you looking at them and know that you have a soul connection when you're pretending that you don't care? You're not allowing people to get close to you because you can't get close to yourself. So again, don't go outward to ingest healing. Because in order for you to go outward to know, this is also sinus relief medication. In order for you to go outward to get the garlic or the ginger, you have to know what's going on inward to fix it in the first place. That's why they say too much anything can kill you. Too much water in your body can kill you, and we need water to live. So why do you think I love you? Ask spirit to show you how much they love you. You can do it now, you can do that. But just ask Spirit to show you how much they love you. Whether that's your higher self, whether that's universe, ancestors, whatever it is. But ask Spirit, starting with yourself, at the very first, foremost, and least. Show me how much you love me. And watch your body start resonating on a way that you can't deny. And you can't falsely establish a pattern that you won't even stick to. Okay? But I love y'all. Okay? I love you. Love yourselves more. And until next time.